We're going to continue our look inside the classroom around personalized learning and digital learning. This time we're going to Chatham County and Perry Harrison Elementary School. Take a look. Well, Aaron, thanks for inviting us into your classroom today. We're excited to hear more about how you're using technology, really as part of your instruction. So tell me a little bit about what you do here in the third grade.
Well, first of all, the reason I love using technology so much is just student interest. It's definitely where their interests lie, so it definitely helps keep them engaged and keep them motivated across whole areas. But the other biggest part is it definitely, even though sometimes we think of it as extra work, it definitely lets me assess students more individually on a more consistent basis. So I'm able to personalize their learning and do much more small group work and go back later and hear their reflections, hear their reading, see their thoughts, see their problem solving depending on what they're modeling. And so I'm able to see a lot of those things that I can't see on a daily basis because I'm one person.
Right. Now, it's one of the things we hear the terms digital learning and personalized learning. I mean, they're kind of thrown around a lot. But is digital learning, is that just learning now?
I mean, I think we're going to where it's going to have to be, definitely, because I think the digital part, the devices, the different cool tools that are out there is what allows us to get more things done and more learning done in a shorter amount of time.
Right. Now, how does the technology, you explained a little bit, but tell me a little bit more, how does the technology help you personalize the experience? I mean, how many students do you have in this class?
I have 20.
You have 20.
Yes.
20 third graders.
20 third graders.
So you're able to personalize for all 20 children and help them from where they are.
Yes, and I think as teachers that's something we do already, and we don't necessarily need the devices to personalize it. But in the time that they can't be with me in a small group, when I am personalizing it individually for them, I'm able to send them away to do things on their level or a group away on their level, and then come back and also assess them what they're doing independently without me later.
For my first year, I didn't have any computers or iPads. Second one, I had computers, and now I have iPads and computers.
So the big plan, you've got a STEM fair coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all talk a lot? What does STEM stand for?
Science, technology, engineering, and math.
Tell me a little bit about what you're working on now, and how things, how you're learning here in Miss Bokey's class.
So this morning we were doing our STEM fair projects, and we were working on our STEM fair boards, and we were learning how to make prosthetic legs.
Prosthetic legs, really?
Mm-hmm.
And arms too. Well, they're both important. Well, where did you get this information from? How are you learning all about this?
We used technology, and we looked at pictures, and we did websites on Newsela.
On what?
Newsela.
What's that?
It's this website where it gives you facts and information about things that you're learning about.
We've also been using Google Docs to type in everything to put on our boards. And we've been searching a lot of stuff up, like what they look like and reading articles about them.
Tell me what you got here.
We got a hand. We use the string to pull the hand so it will grip to something.
Look at that. That's fantastic. What's the best part about it?
The best part is that I get to learn and have fun.
That's great. So tell me a little bit about Chatham County's approach to digital learning. I spoke to your head of digital learning earlier, and it sounds like there's a lot happening here in the public schools in Chatham County.
Last year, we have a digital lead that was hired in the county, and then each school now has digital leads at the school, and then each school also has a digital tech team. So we have a county person, and now we have a team at each school, so we're really able to help at the school level individually for teachers and groups of teachers find different things that they can use for different age groups and for different subjects or special areas
Now, one of the students I talked to, she said that when I asked her about what the best part, of course, she mentioned all the information, but she said it was fun too. I mean, is that part of it? I mean, I guess that should be part of the whole learning experience.
It's definitely fun. One of the things I always kind of get to jump on what I call my nerd box, but I have way too much fun doing it. Like, I will sit on my couch at night with my laptop and go back. One of the tools I use is called Seesaw, and it's like a student learning journal online where they collect their stuff, and their parents also have access to it. But I'll sit there at night and watch their different reflections or their problems that they've solved, and I have like way too much fun. And it's way, it's more personal, it's more consistent, it's more appropriate than me sitting there and just grading a whole bunch of papers all the time. So, they have fun, but it's also more fun for me. I think definitely the biggest challenge, and I think this is for everybody, is the money. Devices are not a cheap way to go ever. It's getting better. Something we've done a lot at Perry Harrison is we've used different grants, and a lot of us have used Donors Choose. So we are one-to-one in this classroom, and so we've done that through being able to use Chatham County money, but we've also been creative, and I think a lot of schools are starting to do that, which is helpful. Right. And so it's helped in here. We have iPads and Chromebooks, and then we use those devices kind of for different things. So that's helpful as well, too. We're one-to-one, but it's not with the same type of devices.
Yeah, that one-to-one is something we hear at districts, but so it's not really, in the district itself, it may be a goal, but your teachers here and you have been able to do it, again, through, fundraising sites and other grants?
Yes, and we're not all there yet, but that is our goal. As a school, our fifth graders are there. Our fourth graders are almost there. We just finished a big fundraiser, so our principal is going to finish up fourth grade and also work on the rest of third grade. So we're moving towards that. And, like you said, we're using things like fundraising and grants and stuff to get there. So it's possible. It's just work.
Right.
So.
Right. And you have a lot of extra time, I guess, to do fundraising in addition to being a teacher.
That's okay. That's why we do this.
Well, we
okay.
appreciate everything you do every day.